Brew Happy!
We're the longest running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest. Why wouldn't they be listening to us?
So many different beers! I got you something really good and really delicious.
Oh my God.
You listen to the Brew Happy show, so do I. Do it.
It's not about the beer. It's about the beer.
Oh yeah, that's Brew Happy.
Thank you for tuning in to the Brew Happy show. I'm the voice of beer, and with me is JP the champion.
There you go. Just back from a smoking week in Vegas, huh?
Oh, yeah, we were. And, of course, we got Fitzmagic over here.
Hi there, hi. Hello there, hi.
You made it back?
I did. I was so pleasantly pleased.
You missed World Beer Cup, but that's okay. We took notes.
I also have all the notes. I was so pleased when I stepped foot out of the airport Wednesday afternoon, evening,
Yeah.
when it was 68 and dewy. I was so happy to be home. I was so happy to have fresh air that had moisture in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that a lot in Vegas while we were there.
No,
Not a
it
lot
was
of
very,
moisture.
Very hot and
We were
dry.
we were dry. Our lips were chapped.
Hot and dry, yeah. My lips were chapped the entire time.
Our breathing apparatus was clogged.
Oh, I know. I was all stuffy.
Well, it wasn't that. It was just that. It was just like it just. Yeah, it was just dry.
Yeah.
It's Vegas though. It's Nevada. It's always dry. Even when it rains, you're like, I'm dying. Sand in my mouth.
We came back with bags full of stuff.
Yeah, we did. Jesus Christ.
I know. I got a bunch of hats and koozies to give away
Yep.
and raffle off. So
it's gonna be fun.
yeah, for our Patreon supporters, you can
Subscribe
expect-
now.
Yeah,
Subscribe now. Do
you
it
can
now.
definitely expect some goodies.
We are
coming
at
your
one
way.
of Portland's best known beer bars and tap rooms. It is the BeerMongers.
We love the BeerMongers.
And we love Sean Campbell.
Yep, and I was representing with my BeerMongers hoodie the entire time.
Did you wash
we
it
were
since being back?
I did. Yeah, it's just fresh out of the dryer.
Okay, great job.
You'll notice it's a slightly lighter
Because that was
shade
the
of
first
black.
thing I'm sure John did as well, was excavate everything from his luggage and wash it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was sandy. So
Luckily, no bed bugs.
no. Surprising.
Do you want to know why I say that?
No.
Because there were 4 major hotels in Vegas that had reported on bed bugs previously before we had went.
You
Really?
didn't. You
Yeah.
didn't do that research
the
before we
4?
went.
One of them was the Mirage,
Oh wow.
and there was one other one. The Venetian.
Wait. Are you sure those were bed bugs at the Mirage, or were they just seeing things?
Where's my badumts? You'll put it in there. Yeah. The Venetian was one of the 4 hotels that had reported a massive amount of bed bugs, and I'm like,
Shit.
glad we didn't fucking stay there. Fuck that place. Anyway, no bed bugs. You would know within a night of staying there. That there
Where
were
did
bed
we
bugs.
stay? Was it the Plaza?
We,
What was the name of our hotel?
Jesus Christ, the Plaza. We in New York? What is
We
this,
walked,
Home Alone 2?
We walked through like I don't,
No, we were at the Palms Resort and
Palms,
Casino.
Okay. All right. One of
And
those.
the other one was
Like
Palms.
palm trees?
Yeah, like Palms Place is the other one that's on that strip. The
Okay.
giant towers in the sky.
We visited a lot of places.
We did
and
go
lot
to
of
see a lot of
different
things.
hotels and casinos. So
Listener, if you don't know by now, we're going to be doing a CBC, which is Craft Brewers Conference wrap-up,
Yeah.
which includes World Beer Cup. We have an extensive amount of information to talk about that.
yeah, since the last episode, we have now done World Beer Cup. It's been an awesome amount of fun.
We have the other 2 days worth of our trip to talk about as well.
Yeah.
and the hijinks that
we
ensued.
had hijinks. Well, mostly John had hijinks.
Mostly John.
He's
So here's-
wandered off again.
So
There
if
he
you heard
goes.
last week's show, he's gone. Last week's show was fun. I
Uh-huh.
listened to it. It was great. It was on the road, on the run kind of a show. And
Yeah.
It was very guerrilla style
Oh yeah.
because we were prepared.
Yeah, it was very old school
very
style.
old school.
It's very
So-
similar to the way I started out doing these podcasts,
I-
following the festivals around, getting comments from
Yeah.
people, and
Yeah.
then just doing a kind of a spin on that.
I gave you guys a little flack Monday because I said we needed to get up at a certain time so we could make keynote speech and
Yeah, I know.
and you guys, but so that pales in comparison to what we had to deal with Tuesday.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What
So-
happened on Tuesday? Remind us.
Well, John showed up 2 hours later than us.
Oh yes, he had a hard time getting up because
Yeah.
he stayed out too late.
So we left the cigar shop. Let's fill everybody in. We left the cigar shop on Monday night. Went to the Silver Stamp, which is another beer bar.
Yeah, that was fun.
Lot of people from CBC were there.
Oh my God, yeah, the
we
place
had
was
just
packed.
packed. Great beers, really fun. We got to a point in the evening after a couple of arguments had ensued across the drunken table, where I had exclaimed, "It's probably time to go back." And John agreed with me, but I don't think he remembers because he decided to disagree after the fact. I went up and got ready for bed. John said, "I'm going to use the bathroom
Yeah,
in
on the
the
way
casino."
on the way in. Yeah, so we dropped you off, and I'm waiting for John to come out of the bathroom. He never comes out, and I'm like, oh, maybe he's throwing up or something. I'll just meet him up in the room.
Which is this is a trade secret. John's way to rally is usually to throw up.
Yeah,
And it's
he tosses it out and then refills it.
right. So he gave you the slip, and
I
you
go up to
thought,
the room, and I'm like, oh, he'll be up in a couple
I'm
of
gonna
minutes.
shower. I'll go to
He'll
bed.
probably want to talk me into going back out, and maybe I will.
Yeah.
And
Never
nope,
saw him again.
Never saw him again.
3 o'clock. He says he rolled in and went to bed.
I was already out.
Cold.
I got up at 6:30 because I didn't have a chance to sleep in not once the entire time we were there.
Yeah, and if you saw our Instagram reel, then you know what condition John was in at the end of that.
So we decided to grab a taxi to the Venetian for the second day of our events, and John met us around lunch,
Yeah.
which was fine because he got his 8 hours, which he was very pleased about.
Oh, yes.
He showered, cleaned up nicely. We had
Fresh.
fresh
Fresh to the fight.
like a daisy.
Oh, yeah.
John, talk us through your night because you
Yeah.
did a bunch of things and had quite many experiences.
What do you remember about the
It's
the
a week.
aftermath?
It's been a week now. What do
Yeah.
you remember?
Not much.
Oh, boy. Well, that's the end of the show, guys.
Yeah.
It's usually just poker.
John did tell us that
Just play poker.
he went out to the commissary, which
Uh-huh.
what was it called? What was it? The commissionery?
No, you mean the consumption bar.
The consumption bar.
Oh, that's right.
I did
It's
go
a
to that
weed
on
bar.
Monday. Yes.
You went without us. You showed us
Yeah.
the menu
That's right. I went there.
where you couldn't bring anything in,
It was
but
like a clubhouse.
but
you
you
can go
could-
there and buy weed and smoke it.
hang out. Yeah, get stoned.
Yeah.
Can't bring anything in. Can't take anything out.
But you can
Right.
sit there and smoke weed or do whatever you
Drink
want.
weed too. Remember they had drinks.
That's right. CBD beers.
Right.
Other kind of paraphernalia, THC infused alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
How was it? Was it overpriced?
Very overpriced. But you know,
And it was like 10 grams was the most, right?
10 milligrams is the highest dose of a drink.
Wow.
2.5, 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams. Not too much.
What'd you have? Anything good?
I had some margarita thing with 10 milligrams in it. I mean, it was good, but
Not worth it.
$30 drink.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite the
Just
the
saying,
price
so.
tag.
Yeah. Then I walked over to Sapphire and
Saw some girls.
checked that out again
Yeah.
on a Monday night instead of a Friday night.
Nice.
Which I'm sure was still busy.
Yeah, it was okay, busy enough.
Well, I mean, it's
Was it?
Vegas. It's got to be
Vegas.
busy.
It's
Yeah.
always got
It's gotta
something.
always busy. But the price tags for some of that high-end rooms, that's where it gets you.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not that. We don't need to get that fancy.
No. Although we love our Portland local strip bars.
We do.
They're great. We
They're
frequent
fun.
I
them.
was just there Saturday night.
I have an acquaintance that now works at one that I've never heard of, Mystic Tap Room. Not Mystic. I'll have to think of it.
Tap room or strip club?
Strip club. It's a strip club.
Wait, out on 122nd?
No, off Nikolai.
Oh.
Magic? Maybe it's Magic.
Over
I'll have to look it up.
Northwest?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I didn't know there was anything going on over there.
I'll figure at some point I'll go over there and see if it's any good.
What, she's a bartender?
More of an industrial
No.
district.
She's a performer.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Anyway, we've digressed. So anyway, we finished Tuesday.
Bring it back to the beer.
We did some really fun seminars.
Yeah, the seminars were great.
So Tuesday, Damian and I went and listened to the malt selection process with Boston beer. It was,
Yeah.
it was interesting, but it was a little bit of the bore.
Yeah.
You did fall asleep.
It
were
was
tired,
it was
yeah.
the first. It was
Yeah, it's the seminar you guys were doing while I was still sleeping.
first thing I did.
So
out of
that
the
was a
gate,
good
so-
choice by me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was interesting, and especially when it talked about the different yields over the years based off of the weather.
Right.
I thought that was very interesting.
You got to plan ahead.
Yeah, you kind of have to plan ahead,
You
and
always
then
gotta plan ahead.
a lot was about the glutination. What was it was a big old fucking word about the different fungal counts and
We're
how
just talking about North American,
yeah.
not European.
No, yeah, just North American. But it was interesting. It wasn't up our alley, but it was still interesting. And then after that, we went over to the main hall and listened to an innovation in beer with the ladies panel.
Yeah.
And I said on Monday,
Yeah.
I put somebody's name in the wrong category. So Kelly Knight is over at
New Belgium.
New Belgium.
Yeah.
I said she was at Boston Beer, which is Megan Parisi.
No, that was the Boston Beer lady was the
Was Megan.
was the one. Yeah, she was the lady that introduced everyone.
Right. And then obviously Natalie from Wayfinder.
Right.
And Tanya Cornett from 10 Barrel.
Correct. Yes.
By the way, each, fantastic as brewers as they are, love the differences in approaches to innovation and how to stay fresh and relevant in beer, which is also important these days.
Yeah, I appreciated Sam's talk when we went over there. He was talking a lot about.
That was the next day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was Wednesday.
Am I skipping ahead?
You are.
Okay.
That's okay, though.
But yeah.
But we'd also listen to Sam Pecoraro.
Yeah, I'm just talking about all the
how to select quality hops.
the seminars. Yeah, he was talking about relationships with hop growers to optimize the hop selection process, and engaging the grower to discuss your plans for the next year or two can really help anticipate your needs.
Absolutely.
Getting to know your grower increases likely earlier selection, which is what brewers want,
They talked about the different cuts.
especially
and-
a growing brewery. Your small ones.
They they talked about the different cuts or kinds of hops you could obtain, whether they were pellets or, the spiral cut.
Yeah, and he really encourages you to get samples and trials from multiple suppliers to augment your pilot program, which is a good way to kind of figure out, like, well, is this something I can use? Is it if so, what can I use it for?
Right.
How much, do I need of this? And when, engaging staff about tasting notes and targeting sensor profiles, make sure you have, a common language so everybody is using the same vernacular. Not everyone has a concept of papaya, and when you're targeting a larger panel, use less specific language like tropical, and then your data tracking and sensory logs are key. So
Are you going to read all the notes you took?
yeah.
Okay, please don't.
Harvesting and your harvest or pellet alpha or harvest date, grower name, location, all that stuff. It's it all adds into making a brewery or a brew pub successful. And I had a lot of really great things to take away from Sam's talk and Natalie's talk and Tanya Cornett and everyone else that we listened to.
Now,
It was
on Monday,
really great information, honestly.
On Monday, I talked about how I went to the Schilling Cider, and you guys went to Radical Hospitality. But then you, John, went to another one about the sounds and colors in a tap room. Tell us about
a little bit about that one.
Well, it said that the colors, different colors go with different things. One thing was they said coffee shops are always blue or green. Guess they sort of got to be earthy.
Okay.
So
okay,
they said
that makes sense.
Red is generally pictured as sweet. Yellow is sour.
Okay.
Also, the music that they play at different tap rooms affect what types of beer they sell more of.
Really?
Yes, some songs make the sours sell a little more. Some make the IPAs. And also the loudness of the sound, because it can affect your inner ear, which affects your taste buds.
Oh.
And also the description thing they were talking there, talk more tropical instead of saying pineapple-ish or something, because people will be, it's expectations, and people are disappointed if they don't match their expectations.
That makes
Right.
sense.
Even
yeah.
if it's a good beer,
Yeah.
if they don't match their expectations.
Yeah, that kind of goes into the menu description.
And also
stuff.
talking about lines, like this is a real, this isn't good. This is sharp line.
Yeah.
This makes people uncomfortable. This is good. This is a round line.
Yeah.
Makes people feel more comfortable.
Yeah, you want like a bar top so that you have rounded edges so
But
when
just
people put their
sights
arms
too.
up there.
Just sights too. At different things.
Uh-huh.
See, there's a lot of sharpness in here.
It's BeerMongers.
This BeerMongers.
Yeah.
Now, I think I learned something also while watching the TV in my hotel room one of the days. Did you know that when you order food
Uh-oh.
at your tap rooms or your beer houses, wherever you're at, depending on the food, they'll usually, right before it heads out of the kitchen, this is a science thing, they heads out of the kitchen, they'll do one very specific act, which is sprinkle a little salt on it. And why did they sprinkle a little salt on it? Well, as you know, it's a hydrator, and what it usually ends up doing once it hits your belly is sending a message to your brain saying, I need more liquid. And what do you usually end up doing?
Buying another beer.
Ordering another drink.
Well,
That's right.
it's seasoning the food, and salt's good for you because it lets it helps flush your system.
But what I'm saying is that it's a tactic for getting the
Increasing
consumer
beer.
to drink more
More
alcohol.
beer.
Yeah.
That's a new. Look at that.
What
how
beer are you
nice.
drinking,
Oh.
John?
I'm drinking the one that they're selling like crazy. The double dry hop Nile West Coast IPA from Living House and Day One combo.
Oh wow, there you go.
6.9%. It's pretty awesome. It's a very,
I was
very,
gonna say it looks pretty good.
very traditional.
You got a second glass to get yourself some air in it.
air in it, yeah, so I can taste it better.
Damien, what are you drinking?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked.
You don't-
I am drinking the. It's a strong lager by.
You didn't want to just read it off the board?
I can't see that far.
Oh. Fair
Uh,
enough.
Yeah, jeez, dude. It's a strong lager by Eyinger Maybach. Yeah. It's great.
You like it?
It's delicious, yeah. They also have something else on the menu that I'm really excited about, and that is their English bitter by Waydays called Mr. Ordinary. They also have a smoked dark lager by Upright, but I don't know if I'm going to be here long enough to get to that. And I don't know.
You're going to have one more after this?
Yeah. I'm gonna have one more after this, but I'm kind of torn because I also want to try the Wake and Bake S'more Imperial Stout by Great Notion and their collab with Finback. So they got a really great lineup here at BeerMongers. So
I am drinking a tried and true.
oh
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't to grab it. I'm drinking the Culmination 4 and 20 Imperial Black IPA.
I'm really glad that they finally came back out with that. It's really good to see that.
It is good to see that.
It's
do
one
a
of their better beers.
Yeah, we should do a show over with Culmination soon. But yeah, look
they are not open on Mondays
I'm
anymore.
I'm sure they
I already asked.
won't make an exception. All right, they don't love us that much. We do love them though. So if you guys get a chance, go over to Culmination.
Yeah, check it out.
It's a beer bar worth saving. It's a brewery worth saving. 4 and 20. We're gonna harken back. I remember listening to that was like the very first one or two shows that I ever was on with Tomas.
Oh yeah, we have like we've documented the whole history of Culmination.
And he was explaining how he had the dream about this beer.
Oh, yeah.
4 and 20 blackbirds
From the
baking in a pie.
Yeah, from the children's poem.
The nursery rhymes. But yeah, it's a delicious beer.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we have a lot to talk about. Lots of CBC and World Beer Cup.
Oh my God, there was so much that happened.
But before we do that, we're going to say thank you to all you listeners out there in the Brewniverse. Whether you're new, you've just listened to the first time.
And can I mention that this episode and probably future episodes is brought to you by Lazy Days Brewing, our big contributor. Why am I having a hard time with that word? Biggest contributor on Patreon right now.
And supporter, yeah. They have two fantastic locations. One here in Portland, off of it's not Elliott. It is off of.
You're thinking of the Ex Novo beer.
No, I know I am. 'Cause that's
It's
what-
off of Flint Street,
Flint. Fuck.
over near the Rose Garden Arena.
Thank you. And
Also
then-
known as the Moda Center.
Lazy Days.
Yeah, Lazy Days. And then the other one out in Beaverton.
Yeah, which is right across from Loyal Legion in downtown
do love those
Beaverton.
guys.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Max.
So if you're
Very easy to get to.
if you're gonna drink your days away, go to Away Days.
Yeah, right off the Sunset Highway. Very
hey,
convenient.
There you go, Ryan. There's a plug for you. You're welcome, man. We do love your beers though, and they are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And you're drinking one of theirs, so that's good. There you
Yeah,
go. Good
we'll
job.
be seeing you soon.
Yes, we will. The Sky Lounge. Sky Lounge.
We love the Sky Lounge.
We do love the Sky Lounge.
Yeah.
We
And
do love you,
and
though.
they do events, so maybe you too can experience the Sky Lounge in all its glory.
That's right. If you're not following us on all of our social medias, which Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we have a YouTube channel with all of our video content. Some of that stuff that we talked
Coming out
about
with more.
from CBC will be popping up there here in the coming week.
Yeah, I got a great video with Barbara Stone from Abstracts that we're going to be posting here in a day or two.
Barbara
And,
lives in the area. I didn't know she lived in Eugene, but
Yeah.
we're going to have Abstracts on the show in the next couple of months, hopefully sooner than later. But we want to talk more in depth about their process and the product that they have, because it's fairly remarkable, let alone the fact that they're the only ones in the industry doing what they're doing, which is, I think, pretty awesome.
Yeah, they have kind of a different spin on the whole extracts.
So you're going to have to go
Dealio,
watch
so.
that video, get a good insight into the things that we learned there at CBC.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we just mentioned if you guys want to be a supporter of the show, we do take money. We love it. It goes into our pockets, and then it goes back into the show. So go to patreon.com/brewhappy. As little as $1, guys. It does help the show. $5 is where you get to interact more with us. We get swag when it comes around.
Yeah.
Like, you got a lot of swag coming your way.
Helps keep the bar tab at bay, and,
then you
helps
get-
us replace little things like SD cards
Yep.
and cables.
And then you get, like our friends over at Away Days with the $25 level. We do thank you for that.
Lazy Days.
Lazy Days, not Away Days. Why'd you say Lazy Days?
Because Lazy Days is the one.
I thought you said Away Days.
No, Lazy Days.
Did I say Away Days?
You just said away days. It's okay.
It's Lazy Days.
A lot of people get them mixed up.
I'm sorry. Lazy Days.
They're both great breweries.
They're both great, but Lazy Days, thank you so much, and we're going to keep plugging your guys' beer, not just because it's delicious, but you're supporting the show, so we're going to support you. So like I said, patreon.com/brew happy.
Yeah.
We are going to take a quick break. We're going to refresh our glasses. We're going to listen to some messages from our friends in the brewing industry.
Do a little music to lead us
yeah.
out, and we'll be right back with another beer in our hand and some brew news from the CBC and World Beer Cup.
We'll see if Sean Campbell from BeerMongers wants to step in and say hi. And
That'd be great.
Tell us we missed him over in Vegas.
We did miss him in Vegas.
He missed us too. Apparently, the only reason he wanted to go was just see how much fun John had.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He does get a little wild.
we just talked about that, so yeah, he does. We'll be right back.
Gotta get a leash on this kid.
This is Natalie Baldwin from Wayfinder Beer, and you're listening to the Brew Happy Show.
BeerMongers. Where in this urban jungle can I find a decent craft beer?
Look, what's that off in the distance?
Distance? What distance? We're so conveniently located at Southeast 11th Avenue.
BeerMongers, bottle shop and tap room. Oh no, what's that?
Don't worry, that's just Damian rooting around in our extensive selection.
So many different beers!
BeerMongers, bottle shop and tap room.
For more information, visit thebeermongers.com or check out our social media. I'm Jake. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Avery with Lazy Days Brewing, and you're listening to the Brew Happy Show.
John, I need more beer.
Yeah, baby!
Smoke it, smoke it, smoke it.
Hi, everybody!
Oh, my goodness. Welcome back. Hi. Thank you for tuning in to this, the Brew Happy podcast, longest running beer podcast in the Pacific Northwest. We are the establishment of beer podcasts. We ran into some other people over the week that had beer podcasts as well, but I think we're the premier. We're the elite. We are the number one.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, nobody's disputed it so far.
Until we have those people on the show to argue how many episodes, how many years. When I talked about it, by the way, I talked about it quite a bit about how many years we had been in production.
Uh-huh.
And I said 11 seasons. And they're like, well, how many years is that?
12.
And I went, well, 11 complete seasons.
Oh, yes.
And they said, well, how many years is that? And I go, 11.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it
For
since
13.
2009,
Yeah.
but it was like uneven.
Yeah.
They were more sporadic. Not at the beginning, but anyways,
doesn't matter.
It was a different network back then.
Yeah.
So I know why we have away days on our mind, because their Mr. Ordinary English Bitter is a really great collab with BeerMongers, and they're going to be doing one. This is going to be like a regular thing where they do a collab with BeerMongers.
That's cool.
So this is the first of many.
That's why, because you said away days on the tap board.
Yes, I was talking about it on the tap board. Exceptionally ordinary, quite boring, honestly, but very, very drinkable is what it says on the back of the can.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's got, so away days, they're known for their little logos, what is it, Little Miss? You remember the Little Miss, Busybody books?
Yeah.
They're from when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All the characters had some little thematic going on, and
Yeah.
so that's kind of how Away Days has done their characters and their different beers. But yeah, so I'm drinking that right now.
There you go.
And let's see. Oh, that's a good pint of bitters. That is a pint of bitters, my friend. Yeah.
There you go.
It's a very well, it's got a very what is it? Grainy mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that. You want to try it?
No,
Okay.
but thank you.
Yeah. More for me.
There's a speaker right ahead of my head. I was like, what is this music playing?
Aww. It just means we don't have to play any background
you
music
go.
for this episode.
You did quite a lot of that the last episode.
Yeah.
It drove me insane.
Aw, you don't like it?
Well, because when you add in stuff that I didn't add,
Uh-huh.
I think that's not what I want.
Aw.
That's not how I'm supposed to be producing the show.
But you got to be on the cutting room floor.
Well, you should cut better. Anyway, I wanted to take some time. You and I both got a plethora of information.
We sure did.
We
yeah.
got a lot of people we talked to, and it's okay that John's over there shooting the shit.
From all over, really. I mean, I even talked to, so there was these pinball people.
Oh.
They do come to Portland, and what they do is they rent their pinball machines. They bring them to your place.
Yeah.
And then you take 20% off the top.
Oh wow, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal at all.
If you have a tap room that is in need of pinballs, Stern Pinball is. They seem like they had kind of a cool thing going on. They have
right on
their stuff in Doghouse and Drecker and a couple other places across the country.
Wait, what?
Here.
Did you say Doghouse?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking at their flyer there.
Oh, that is Doghouse. I thought that was Brewdog because they have the same kind of a logo.
It does look very similar, yeah.
Pile of bones.
Maybe it is Brewdog, and they just call their thing the Doghouse.
Maybe they hate this. But I wanted to run through some of these. I sent you a message earlier today, and you didn't listen to it. It's a voice message. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I wanted to go through some of the cards. I picked out some, not all of them, because a lot of business cards. And I wanted to go through some of the people that I talked to that either they left a really good impression on me as far as their business model or their business approach, or the part of beer in the beer world that they have their hand in, because I think it's interesting, first of all, and second of all, very relatable to us as a podcast who loves to dive in deeper into more parts of beer. One of the things that I ended up talking a lot about with people was, what we do and how we approach, what subject we talk about. And I said it on Monday's show last week. I said, well, we talk about beer. But seeing the conference, seeing the trade show, the expo hall full of all of these companies was super eye-opening, because
it's very humbling too.
Well, and it just shows the dedication and the love that this community has created of craft beer, because there's so many industry aspects to it, between not just hops and malt and all that stuff, but it's all these things. So it was really fun to see all these vendors there and people who were just working tirelessly for the craft beer world in the Brew-universe. So I wanted to talk about some of the people that I talked to. Some of these people we're going to definitely be having on the show.
Oh,
very, very soon.
Okay, you go ahead and go down your list. I'm still getting organized.
You get organized. See, I got organized again days ago.
I mean, I just got a lap full of stickers and flyers and.
Oh, I didn't. What kind of stickers did you get that I didn't get?
Well, I have multiple. So.
Okay, great. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to our very good friend Casey Helwig from Imperial Yeast.
Yep.
They had a booth there at CBC, and I also got another business card. Adam McClure.
I got a really cool hat from Imperial Yeast.
Me too.
I really appreciate it. I picked one up for you too. It looks nice on you.
It's the black one. Mm-hmm. I got one.
No, the other one.
No, you're talking about Y Yeast.
Oh, what am I wearing?
Y Yeast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you for following along. But anyway, I talked to Casey, about how we play her little snippet behind in front of Terry Ferendorf's Pink Boots Society fairly often on the show, if you guys have heard it. Yeah, we love Casey, and so she said, well, I'm busy, but why don't you grab one of the other team members who's a little bit smarter and would love to be part of the show, and that's Adam McClure. He's the distant nephew of Troy McClure.
From The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. That's a joke. It's not true. So Imperial Yeast is going to have them on the show. We're also going to, when I'm talking about all these people, we're going to make sure and tag them in our next Instagram post so that they know we talked about them.
Yeah.
And then they can go listen to the fact that we talked about them, and then that'll give them incentive to come on the show.
We really like that.
We really do like that. I talked to a couple of branding people while I was there as far as merchandise. So one of these companies, I don't know which one yet.
Was it Brewery Branding?
We're going to talk to this one from Shade Headwear. I talked to Tate Miller. He's the co-owner and COO of Shade Headwear. It's about hats, and I got a really cool hat that says some words on it, and I won't repeat them, but I'll show you the hat on Instagram. But it's a really cool company for hats.
You drop F-bombs all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
Why
that's
are you
true.
being shy?
I don't know. I'm just being conscious of the brand.
Okay.
But we might try out buying some hats from them for the Brew Happy show. I did talk to Dan from Brewery Branding. He's actually really excited about trying to help us get some T-shirts and some hats ordered as well.
That'd be great.
So we're gonna
need the help.
We're gonna reach out to those two companies and try and get some merchandise for not just ourselves to wear about the town, but to sell and to give out to our Patreon members. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
I also got to talk to a bunch of other really cool people We already mentioned Barbara Stone from Abstracts, who was super nice.
Very knowledgeable as well.
Super knowledgeable. We talked to these guys, I think, every day we walked by. They are from the Barrel Mill. This is Callan and Desi.
Barrel Mill?
Yeah, these are the guys who have the spiral wood infusions.
Okay.
And they also make custom displays with premium barrels.
I grabbed a sample of those for to do some home brewing with the McPollanders.
Yeah, you did. So they are actually really excited about potentially coming onto the show as well.
I'm excited about using that barrel spiral and to see how it does.
Well, and the thing about this is that they had they were telling me about the fact that they had worked with their own wood to age their own whiskey.
Oh.
So we're going to talk to them. Hopefully, if they come into town, roll around through the cities, they'll bring some whiskey for us to try. I know John would be happy about that.
Wow.
We'll see how it goes. I talked to Nick from Glacier Tanks. He would love Glacier Tanks, which is they have a facility up in Washington. Uh-huh. They would love for us to come do a tour of their facility.
That's nice. I love looking at tanks. They're so beautiful.
So beautiful, and I got a really great shot glass from them that's made from their stainless steel tank piping.
Oh.
And the bottom looks like it would be ready for a tri-clamp to go on top.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You showed me that. That is a very nice looking
also, so they make
shot glass.
They make mugs as well.
Oh.
And they are about 10 pounds.
Oh, my God. I can
beat
imagine.
to death somebody with them. But
we don't
Nick,
want to do that.
he's a great guy, and I've talked to him before at the Vancouver Brew Fest. And we're excited to go take a tour of the facility over there in Vancouver.
Yeah, I also talked to some really great people. I talked to I think I mentioned this before, but I talked to the boiler, Allied Boiler and Supply guy. They do 3-day boiler training, and they introduce a lot of really great products. I was wearing their hat in some of the video stuff that we did. The Frou Brew people were very interesting. I told them they needed to get a hold of the Great Notion guys. What they do is they have these fruit extracts and slurries that you put in your beer, and you wind up with like a fruited sour or like a fruity IPA. Oh my God! So I mean that this kind of stuff is right up Great Notion's alley. I told them they need to be talking to each other.
Got any more of that pineapple, John?
Yeah, they made a beer out of it.
Yeah, there he is.
And
Did
so,
it just come in? That's enough. That's too much. Thanks.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
What is he trying to do over here?
It's delicious. You got more? I got more. I got a couple more.
No, go for it.
So I also talked to BSI, which is a yeast supplier and microbiology lab.
Yeah.
Brian Pearson over there was super nice enough to take some time and listen to me yap at him about what we do, and I got to listen to a little bit what they do, and I'm talking about maybe him coming on the show as well.
Oh, that's great.
So we might have a couple of different yeast fermentation people on the show between Imperial and BSI, so that would be really cool.
I'd like that. We should reach out.
When we were at the CBC conference, we spent a lot of time in and out of Haas, which is
I got a whole bunch of stickers from them, and they were a very popular booth because they had refreshments right at the beginning.
Yes.
And they had a lot of like flavored water and seltzer water treats.
Tonic treats, yeah.
And they had one with electrolytes in it, which was very, very useful.
Halfway through the day.
Since, we were kind of coming off of a busy night with JP. So that was like a really good first stop.
But Micah over there, he is the Midwest Regional Key Account Manager, but he also does a podcast.
Oh, that's right. He was telling us about that.
So I think we're going to try and either collab podcasts or try and have him, if he's able to, come on down if he's in town, come on over and hang out with us for a night and talk about the project that they have over at Haas with the euphonics. What is it called?
Euphonics.
Those very tincture-like, beautiful little spray spritzers they have. They're delicious.
Yeah.
So there you go, Micah. We're going to be hopefully hearing from you soon. And then the last two I have, I talked about this on Monday's show last week, but I talked to Alyssa from Honey National Honey Board, and they were telling me, I think that her boss, his name is Keith, that he would probably be the guy to have on the show. But they also have I mentioned this last week, a honey beer competition. They also help support mead competitions. But she's the ingredient marketing representative for honey.com.
Oh, yeah.
And part of the National Honey Board. And I got to try some of the honey. I should have brought some honey. I'll bring it next week.
Okay.
I'll bring the honey for you to try because it's very different depending on the flower which it comes from. But I really would love to have some honey guys on and talk about honey.
That'd be great. We could maybe pair them up with Lee.
That would be killer.
We just need samples.
Killer bee.
There we go. We just need samples. Lots of honey samples.
Honey samples are great.
I'm going to bring some honey in next week that they were handing out.
And real quick, I just want to correct something I said before. It wasn't euphonics. It was euphorics.
Euphorics.
Haas euphorics.
Thanks, man.
Line. Sorry about that.
And then last but not least, this one I wanted to mention because I stopped by their booth. And I played cornhole.
Oh, okay. I think I know where you were.
And won $10 off of them.
You what? I didn't know they were playing for money.
This is at CBC?
I'm great at cornhole. Are you kidding me?
So I didn't tell you. So here's
could have made money.
Before I get to the company, I'm going to tell you the story. John, you're going to think this is amazing. Also, you're going to laugh at me. So I pocketed a $10 free, right?
Yeah.
I put a 3 in the hole, and I got $10 out of it.
Okay.
Right? So I turn around and take that $10, and I'm on my way out of Vegas to go home to Portland.
Oh, my God, and you put it in a slot machine.
And I put it in a slot machine.
Oh, what happened? Did you win the jackpot?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I didn't hit 1 jackpot or 2 jackpots.
You hit 3?
I hit 5 jackpots while I sat there for over an hour and a half.
Oh, my God.
And at one point, I had made up of $100, which I then proceeded to lose almost all of.
Oh, no.
Except for the last. So I was betting 50 cents. Now, your return on a 50-cent bet is not a lot.
No.
But I that's how I got all the way up there was 50-cent bets.
Okay.
I got down to $25, which is still double my money, right? I thought, you know what? Let's just see what happens. So I bet $5, $5 bets. Now the return is much greater at this point. $5 bet. Now I'm nothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm down to $20.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
$15. Nothing. $10. Nothing. $5. I have $5 left. My 6th jackpot. 6 jackpots.
You brought it back?
I won $45 and walked away.
Okay, a
There
little
we
dad
go.
money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
But you know what? The lady who was helping run the little section, she goes, I've never seen anybody hit that many jackpots without winning $10,000 before. And I go, you've seen someone win $10,000 before? Because that's the jackpot.
Wow.
She goes, yeah, I handed it out myself. I was like, God damn.
Well,
I didn't walk away with 10 grand. But I walked away with 40 out of 10.
Better luck next time.
But that was the people who helped make $10 turn into 40.
Man, we could have wound up with some billboards.
Our Clearwater gear. They have custom drinkware, full printing, full color printing, screen printing, and laser engraving, custom power coating on colors, large selection of stainless and glass and ceramic drinkware. Now, Josh is the director of sales over there. Now, I want you to look at that business card.
That's a nice one.
That's a nice business card.
I like those. I like those bottles.
Those bottles.
Those look familiar.
Are made as representation out of sixtils, but you know what they are? 64 ounces.
Oh, but they chopped off the top of the sixtel and turned it. Oh, that's great.
No, it's not. It's like this big. It's a 64
well,
ounce.
yeah, I know. They chopped the top of it looks like a sixtel.
Yeah. So
That's
it's a
interesting.
little 64 ounce carry around. You can either do beer, you can do water, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But
I have a 64 ounce growler that looks like
you
that.
know what they did? They said some things that I really liked, and what they said was, "What do you guys do advertisement?" And I said, "Yes, we do." And they said, "Would you want to have some product to talk about?" I said, "Yes, we would." So, Josh, we'll be contacting you soon.
That would be awesome. I would love to hear from Josh. Let me have his business card.
No, I'm gonna email him.
Okay.
They scanned. So that's the other thing. How many people scanned your tag while you were there?
I don't know. Like everybody.
So-
Everybody I talked to scanned my tag.
So what they do is with that scan is then now go back into their database. They have all our information to email us after the fact. I have so many emails already.
That's good.
Yeah.
I didn't let anyone scan mine, so
In
you know.
Brew Happy
I figured I'd let
PDX
you
at
guys get it.
gmail.com, I have quite a few emails.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing: is I said Sixtel, and one of the guys was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "Sixtel," and they're like Sex Pistols? I was like, "No, like a Sixtel, like a six. What? You have half barrels, you have 6 barrels. This is Sixtel, a sixth of a barrel." He's like, "I've never heard that before."
Oh, they don't do those.
I was like, "I don't."
It's not. It's
But-
not everywhere.
I mean,
that does those.
Yeah, a lot of people do half barrels.
Yeah, they're great for tap
that's true.
rooms like this, or like if you they have a lot of beer turnover, or
I gotta stop you real quick.
What?
I gotta have Sean come over here because he just brought in some ancient and archaic.
What is that wooden contraption you just brought in?
Looks like it's an urn.
Wow.
Sean, hi.
It
picture
dispenses
of that?
beer.
What is that, sir?
This is a piece of beer dispensing equipment that someone gifted to me, and I've never used it.
Wow,
And
it looks really
Here,
old.
Take the top off there, JP. Yep.
Wood.
Look, there's metal coils in
my
there.
What?
And then take
Well,
that
that's
little instruction book out
That's
there.
to keep it cold.
The manual is in
That's a-
6
that-
languages, but none of them are English.
It looks like a wart
Hence-
chiller.
It's German.
But I have the internet now,
Yeah,
so
you
I'm
do.
thinking I'm going to crack this. You see,
should.
it was
Good
bought on the 5th of May, 2005 by someone.
So is this like a casker?
There's some kind of thing that you would like. It's like a small jockey box. Like this
But
little
is
thing
she-
would have ice in there, and it would cool the beer down. It's like a portable little.
Oh, you put the ice in here,
Yeah.
and then you run
Yeah.
the beer through there.
I think this is plastic, not
You're gonna
wood.
you're
but,
gonna
yeah.
you're gonna need to clean it, but yeah.
That's a good idea, Ryan. You could work here.
You could run
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
cold.
man.
That's really
I'm
all we
coming
do
in
is
once a
clean
week.
Stuff. Yeah.
You could run
Serve beer.
you could run ice cold water
You
through
are
there, or
qualified.
Thanks,
propylene
man.
glycol.
You're not stupid enough
that
to know.
You don't have to clean.
Thanks, man. Good God.
Excuse me now.
I was gonna say you could run ice water or propylene glycol through the through that coil, and keep your
You
beer
would run
cold.
the beer through there.
No,
Or
you
you would
run the beer
there.
through the coil.
Yeah, the coil, and then you put ice
right,
in the
right,
bucket.
right,
So
right.
then,
I see.
and then there's this little lever here. To,
Oh, I didn't see the lever.
It's this is your compression, so you
To
can get
pump it.
carbonation.
Yeah, like a party pump, but it looks
Party
just
pump.
slightly nicer.
It's, a little-
right?
it's the first
party
version of a
pump.
shake weight.
Why did I laugh like that?
I don't know. That was oddly gratifying though.
I'm guessing is from South America.
I was gonna say
It says Euro
Grau, so it's France maybe.
I'm planning on looking it up. I'll get back to
I
you
thought I
guys.
saw French on
I
there.
see the
but-
word Colorado
Oh.
in the name of the city. Oh.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that doesn't mean Colorado, the fucking state.
Oh no, it's saying
No, but it's they use that in other countries in South
Oh, I'm
America.
sure, yeah,
they
that's
have-
crazy.
Yeah.
that's an unusual address. I didn't know they used American American states and other
No,
places.
no, it's
No,
not. an
are you
American
fucking kidding me?
state. It's-
Everything that we have is named after something else in the world.
I know.
We are not the original of anything.
I thought we made up Colorado.
No.
First of all, it's the name of a color too.
It is?
Yes.
I went to art school. Why don't I
By
know
the way,
that?
listener, I don't think you could hear better the dirty look that John just gave Damian. Yes.
Yes,
you
it's a color.
fucking idiot.
Different shades.
Hey,
I know
jeez.
different shades of Colorado.
That's
It's my industry.
you know what?
Well.
This is true. He'd hit, what's the color scheme in your cigar shops? Wood and orange.
Yes.
Oh, it's the Slam Damian show. I get it.
It's not the Slam Damian
Come
show.
on.
Who else should we talk about?
Wow. Well, there was the Rario Kart people.
That you lost to?
Well, hey, man, there's.
Oh
in
wait, I
life
beat
there-
him. I
there-
kicked his ass in
There are
that.
winners
That's right.
and losers.
I forgot. I beat him in slots.
It was.
We also went to the world's largest Starbucks that no one goes to.
I actually was surprised because I usually have great beginner's luck.
except for John. He's
But John's just really great at gaming.
John was there when all games were invented.
Yeah. So you can't really put anything past John.
That's true.
Any game he's going to be good at.
Yeah.
There was just so many. It was great to stop by the Crosby Hop Farms booth and see some old friends. They knew us and
we're gonna go out to Topwire.
We're gonna be going out to Topwire. We were talking a little bit about how that's getting geared up. So that's gonna be coming out in like a week or so. So get ready for that. And they told us they're gonna be having food carts out there this year, people. So Topwire at Crosby Hop Farms. Get ready, and they accept dogs too. So it's a really nice way to just kind of get away from the city.
John likes Topwire.
Spend the day out in the middle of a hop field and have some lovely beers.
I love hops.
Made with delicious Crosby hops.
There you go.
Crosby hops. That's right. Kicked your ass in that thing. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, the Rario card. I can't
slot
even.
cars.
Well, yeah, the slot cars. So we played the slot cars. We talked about this last week.
But it's old, so I'm better at slot cars than you because
it's strange though because I had slot cars when I was a kid. I built the tracks and everything, and I was just I didn't have. I was a little rusty. I forgot about the control aspect with the triggers.
About the control.
Well, when you go around, you got to slow. You got to ease up on the trigger when you're going around the
we know
the turn of the track.
Yeah, okay.
That's the whole point of the slot car.
Otherwise, you wipe out.
I will tell you before we get in, I'm going to get into CBC and World Beer Cup awards here. We after Tuesday's debacle or Monday night's debacle into Tuesday for John, we ended up after we got done with CBC, we went to Area 15.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
And we had quite the time.
Damian could quit laughing.
Damian was
my God, Area 15
himself.
was awesome.
He was beside himself.
It was so good.
We had quite the funky trip. We went to Omega Mart.
I gotta tell you though, if you go to Las Vegas and you're not really into the gambling thing, you're not really into the strip club thing, just spend your entire time at Area 15. It is awesome. It is. There's so much to do there. It's so much fun. The food, yeah. There's good food.
The alcohol was great too.
Yeah,
But yeah, Omega Mart was great. We went and saw some really cool light shows, and
Omega Mart was just kind of weird. I felt like I was in a North Korean supermarket.
It was some weird stuff, but you can buy anything on the shelves.
You can, but it's like I don't know, 5 times what it would be to get the same thing, at your local grocery store. So I don't know why you would want to buy anything off the shelf. It's ridiculous.
It's for the packaging. Some of those packagings were strange.
Yeah, they look like your classic 50s, 60s branding, which is kind of cool and nostalgic.
Yeah,
but
it was cool.
Wow, $15 for soap. What the hell was that all about?
That's fair. But we did have a lot of fun, and I think you said that if you ever go back, you're going to take Bronwyn there.
Oh, yeah. Area 15, guys. Holy cow.
Well, and we didn't even see all of it.
No, I know. We only did like a small segment of it.
The one main building.
We got a pass to like the first level, and then we did some of the other stuff on other levels a la carte.
Yeah.
Which was great.
That was about it.
Lots of fun activities.
It was great.
All the activities.
It was fun. We're going to switch gears real quick and cover World Beer Cup.
Oh, yes, the awards. Oh, my God. California swept it up in the IPA category.
They did do quite a bit of that. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Highland, North Park, and Alvarado Street all won awards for one of the largest categories. But there was
the hazy IPA. I think it was the hazy IPA.
That one was the American style.
Okay.
IPA. Of 110 categories, there were a handful that were over 100 entries.
Yeah, and a lot of categories and a lot of countries. There's 126 different countries, and not all of them obviously participated. I think at least about 100 of them, though, did.
No, not that many. No.
How many?
Not that many. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
So here's some of the entries over 100. Fruit beer, 101 entries.
Okay.
Non-alcoholic beer, 140. Experimental beer, 126. American-style sour ale, 142. Wood or barrel-aged strong beer, 163 entries. Wood and barrel-aged strong stout, 198. entries.
Yeah.
We have some really other fun and mentionable things like Munich-style Helles, 181 entries.
Wow, yeah. There was one, which was the category that had nearly 400 people, breweries participating?
So
different entrances. It was an IPA category.
Yeah, so
It was a pale and IPA were
American-style IPA had 213.
Okay.
West Coast style IPA had 281.
Uh-huh.
And Juicy and Hazy IPA had 326.
That's what I think probably what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So lots of representation from around the world, and I have a list here of the countries that did enter and placed. These are the entries, and then I have the golds that they won.
Yeah, and I gotta say I was impressed. Peru placed, won medals in about 3 different categories. 2 was great.
No, 1 actually.
No. I saw Peru on the board at least twice.
Oh,
I thought there was a 3rd though.
So what I have
that I
here
missed.
Is the gold categories. So so out of
I think only one of Peru won gold in.
I have it.
I can't remember which one, but you got it.
So I have a list of the entries. So here's the thing is, this is how many entries they had, and then I have the golds, which means if they won another award, I don't have it listed on here.
Oh, okay.
So for 1 entry, Argentina, France, Taiwan, Spain, Norway, and Italy all entered 1 beer into 1 beer style.
Okay.
The only one of those to come away with a gold medal was Italy. For an English ale.
That was surprising that Italy won an award at all for an English ale.
Right.
But
yeah,
it had to have been good.
There you go.
I'd be interested in trying that.
The countries that had 2 entries: China, New Zealand, Netherlands, Australia, Peru, and Chile.
China was one that also surprised me.
Yeah. They didn't win any golds. The Netherlands did win a gold for Belgian-style double. Australia.
That was pretty cool to see.
Won a gold for gluten-free beer.
I was surprised about that one.
Peru won a gold for fruit beer style. And Chile won a gold for experimental IPA. Korea was the only country to have 3 entries in. They did win a gold for a specialty saison. That's what it says. These 2 countries had 4 entries, and both walked away with 2 gold medals. That's Brazil and Mexico.
Oh.
Again, I'm not mentioning if they got silvers or bronzes. Some of them did. The whole list you could find at worldbeercup.com. But Brazil won 2 golds, one for contemporary Goza and old or strong style ale. And then that was for Brazil. Mexico won 2 golds, one for export stout and one for German style Kolsch.
I was almost surprised, and then I was like, well, Mexico has gotten so much influence from Germany, which is like why there's like accordion music.
Yeah.
Accordions in their music, and there's so many lagers, Mexican lagers.
Japan was
that makes sense.
Was the 3rd highest entry on the list.
Oh wow!
They took 3 gold medals home.
They did
for English mild or bitter, fruit wheat beer, and oatmeal stout.
Wow!
Yeah. In second place with the most entries at 12, they took 3 gold medals home. This is Germany.
Okay.
They won golds for German-style Kristallweizen, Kellerbier or Zwickelbier, and South German-style Bernstein-Farbensweizen.
Oh.
Which is a style I've never heard of until I had to type that out. And with the most entries at 17, Canada took 5 gold medals from World Beer Cup for American-style sour ale, Belgian-style sour ale, Belgian-style triple, chocolate beer, and classic saison.
Oh.
Congratulations to them.
Classic.
Now, they only made up a small amount and a category for entries of the beers that got awarded medals. We obviously, as in the United States, had a fair more amount of beer entries, which is totally understandable, but the respect given to those countries, there's a pro spell for those guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they
that's killer.
The rest of the world really, turned out for this event, and the beers, I'm sure, were fantastic. Obviously, we didn't get to try them all, but we got to sample some of the stuff, and it's just always really great to see that level of participation and camaraderie. Everybody was just so thrilled. When you had some underdogs like Peru and Chile, people were just
especially
out
with
of their
one
seats.
Entry too. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, especially when you're in the categories that didn't have that many entries.
Right.
You're coming out on top, or it's even more impressive when you have over 200 entries and you come out of that and you're.
Hey, what Sean told me
a lot of
is that
competition.
German sour beer where the 10 barrel won all three. They entered 14 out of the 38 entries.
Oh.
Or 10 barrels.
So let's talk about that real quick, because
German sour beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
38
German
entries.
style sour ale. Won silver, gold, and bronze by 10 barrel.
10 barrel west east.
West East. That's right. And congratulations to 10 barrel. They also took another gold home for herb or spice beer. So they walked away with 2 golds for World Beer Cup.
It's just so interesting.
Doesn't
because
surprise me.
You're always learning more about beer in this industry. There's always new styles to create and new things to discover. Especially when you go to your local tap room or bottle shop like this one. I remember working at 23rd Avenue Bottle Shop and somebody asked me about a German sour, and I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. There was that just wasn't even a thing back then.
No.
Now it's a category in World Beer Cup.
110 entry categories. So we're going to go down the list here of our friends in Washington and Oregon that won a medal and give them some praise. Real quick, we're going to do it. Ale Song Brewing and Blending walked away with a gold for Belgian fruit beer, Raspberry Parliament. Barrelek Brewing won a silver for Night Howler Imperial Stout in the American Style Imperial Stout category. Ben Brewing won a bronze for Wild Gravity Session IPA. Our friends over at Ben Brewing High Desert location also won a bronze for Mosaic Mega Pint in the American Style Pale Ale category.
Oh, wow.
Our friends at Breakside Brewery took a bronze for Breakside Thriving Metropolis in the New Zealand Style IPA category. Cascade Brewing took a bronze for Staying Hoptimistic Wood or Barrel Aged
That's such
Sour
a
Beer.
great name for a beer, Hoptimistic. I love it.
That's good. Cold Fire Brewing out of their Barrel House took a silver for Cerise Rouge, which is a Belgian fruit beer.
That's a good one.
Deschutes won 2 gold medals, 1 for Neon Butterfly in the Brett beer category, and 1 for Black Butte non-alcoholic in the non-alcoholic beer category. So congrats on those 2 golds.
Right on.
Fort George out of Astoria took a gold for City of Dreams Pale Ale in the Juicy or Hazy Pale Ale category, which was one of the largest. Also, Grains of Wrath took a gold for Falling Up, which is American Style Black Ale or American Style Stout. A lot of golds there.
Yeah.
Grains of Wrath also took 2 silvers for Wastelandia IPA and their Vienna Lager. Congratulations.
Well deserved. Can we just do a prost for the home team over here? Because we love some Grains of Wrath, and we like 10 Barrel, and we like it's just it's just always great to see people that we know. And sharing their success.
Well, I'm not done yet.
I know. Keep it coming. Hit me.
Our friends from Grand Fir, Whitney Burnside, took 3 silver medals.
Not 1, not 2, but 3.
American Style Amber Lager, Session IPA, and Strong Red Ale. Congratulations on those wins from Grand Fir Brewing. Monkless Belgian Ales took a bronze for Capulation, American Belgio Style Ale. Oregon City Brewing, your friends down in the OCB.
Oh, yeah.
Took a gold for Cactus Makes Perfect, specialty Berliner Weiss style. Monkless also took a gold for Peppercorn Imperial Wit.
Well, of course they did, because it's one of their best frickin' beers.
Reuben's Brews up in Seattle took a gold for Three Rise Men, a barley wine style ale.
Yeah.
Sun River Brewing took a silver and a bronze.
Not surprising.
For American style strong pale ale and strong red ale.
Wow.
Von Ebert, our friends over at Von Ebert,
Love those guys.
took a bronze for their Vienna lager.
Yeah.
Freem took a silver for Arbicos, which is a Brett beer. Freem also took a gold for their Pilsner. And that's right, Natalie Baldwin with Wayfinder took a silver for Secret International Dark Lager.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Very excited, and congratulations again to all the winners.
We need to do a show over at Wayfinder again.
We should do that. Be fun. I'm going to take a quick break real quick when we're going to do the news. I have some more news, and you can do some more stuff.
Okay.
I have some very interesting news.
Oh, is it good news or bad news?
It's interesting news.
Interesting news.
I don't know how you will feel about some of it, but we're going to do it all the same. And we'll be right. I'm back. Thanks for listening. Brew Happy.
Yeah. Cheers.
Any more beer?